Okay, y'all, right here, I got two of those frames from the Dollar Tree, which I thought were absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to change them, of course. But I'm just going to take and remove everything from the back of them, even the glass, but hold on to everything except the white piece. We're not going to need that. And I take truffle and I paint them. And listen, that took like 3 hours, I think. Anyway, what I'm going to do is take my Mod Podge brush from TDS, the DIY Struggle, and I spray it down with a little bit of water. And that right there in front of me is a wet wipe. But I'm just like gliding over it because I don't want big chunks of Mod Podge in it. So I just get my brush in the Mod Podge and make sure it was damp. And I'd keep like running it over that wet wipe or spritzing it just so I can spray that out really evenly. And I traced my glass and cut out 2 pieces of poster board from the Dollar Tree. And then I just took double-sided tape and I taped these beautiful images. It's tissue paper from the DIY Struggle. And Miss Brandy, TDS.com. And I took my knife and held my paper really, really, really tight. And I cut out around it. And then I'm just going to take and pop it back into my frame here. And make sure you tighten up those screws on the back of your latches because we do have glass in there, y'all. And I do the same thing with the second one. And y'all know I'm doing like a sewing theme. I'm down here in my room and throughout my house. And these fit perfect. I about had a stroke when I saw these. I was so excited. Look at them, how gorgeous. But then I just take a sponge brush and put some gold leaf rubbing buff on it. And I rubbed it all over the entire frame. I mean, everywhere. And then I took my finger and made sure I got pretty heavy there on the inside by that glass. And you guys, these are absolutely gorgeous. And you can't get much easier than that. I mean, you can, but I don't know how. But, well, I'm lying. Don't paint them. Spray paint them. There you go. That's what I should have done. Spray paint them. But aren't they beautiful? Oh, my gosh. I just love these. What a statement piece for just nothing, $1.25 in that paper, and it's a great price. It's Crafty Crafterson time. Okay, Miss Kathyjodiys, she recreated my little paint stand. I love that. It's so cute. I love how Miss Kathy makes my stuff. It's just, I love it. It just excites me. And then she made this for one of her caregivers, and look how cute that is for the kitchen. I love how bright that red is. Bam! And look, Miss Kathy Simmons. Kathy is not a common name, y'all. Anyway, look at that little pig she did. Oh, my gosh, it's too cute. And Terry Lowe. Oh, my gosh, that bee basket. That is gorgeous. I'm just like, that's just beautiful. Look at that paper towel holder. Love it. And then Miss Bonnie Sagmo. I hope this is Grammy. I don't know. I didn't check and see. But anyway, look at all that beautiful bee stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. Today, I'm collaborating with my really good friend, May, from Craft Away with May. You guys, I can't go down without talking to this lady. Let's help her reach her 10,000. She's getting so close, and she needs this. So go check her out, please, and subscribe. Okay, out of air, right here. I got those planks from Amazon. It was when me and Brenda had that deal that we couldn't buy stuff, you know. Anyway, but I got them before the year was up. And I got like 6 of them for $12.99. They're in my Amazon store, but I can't promise you they're that price now. But I'm just going to take Aleene's Tacky Glue, and I'm going to go down that seam there, and I'm going to glue the 3 of those together. And I'm just going to take my square here and make sure everything is even. And then I'm going to take some masking tape, and I'm going to put it down the back on the cracks there where we just glued them, just to hold them together while they dry. And then, bam, they're dry. So, my glue dries fast, y'all. But I'm going to take my number 6 TDS Mod Podge brush, and I'm going to cover the entire, it's got like a veneer over it, and they're really pretty. I wish I would have gotten more. But, you know, the whole thing with Mod Podge, even the outside around it, because it's MDF between that veneer, it's veneer front and back. And I didn't want it if it got wet, you know. And somebody was asking about the parchment paper I use. This is what I get from the Dollar Tree, those individual ones. Don't forget about May, y'all. Or just the box, the roll, and it looks the same way. But I'm just going to lay my parchment paper down. I'm so sorry I'm talking so fast, you guys. And I'm just going to take my little heat press. And I like going from the inside out. And I try not to get too much over where I'd put Mod Podge. I try to stay like right on the image, you go right over the edge to make sure I seal that edge down really, really well. And that paper is to protect your iron and your image. But I'm going to take those reed sticks that I get from Amazon, but these came from Miss Rose Turner. Thanks, Rose. And I'm just going to cut 4 of them down to make a frame around my Highland cow. Is that not beautiful? Oh my gosh, y'all know I love that picture. Look how pretty it is. Look how bright the color is. I mean, Brandy, you trying to kill me. Trying to kill me, girl. But I decided I wanted to paint that frame after I put it on. So I took antique wax and I ran around, and I painted the frame, you guys. But I'm going to take this copper gilding wax. I got it from, it is Dixie Belle. I got it from Couture. And I got these 4 appliques from Miss Kathyjodiys. Thank you, Kathy. And that beautiful applique from Brandy from TDS. Look how pretty that is, you guys. This just steps up your piece. And after I get it all covered, I kind of like wipe it down to take off like any excess there may be. And then I'm going to take E6000 and I'm going to, I already put it on my other little corner appliques. But I'm just going to glue each one of them down, 1 to each corner, of course. And then after I get that done, I'm going to take and apparently still do it. The dogs are going to carry on and bark up there. Well, I wanted to make sure y'all knew how to put those on the corners. But then I'm going to put it all over my big applique there. And I'm going to glue that down to the bottom of my image. And then I set some weight on all of them until they dried. And the next day, I think it was the next day. Oh, I'm going to measure them and make sure that's even, of course. But then the next day, I came back after it's dry. I put a sawtooth hanger on the back, and here it is. And I think that is beautiful. I really, really, really do. Who thought a picture of a Highland cow could be gorgeous? Not me, but I've seen some at Hobby Lobby that are just, oh no. And I'm trying to figure out a way to dupe them. But I hope y'all like these as much as I do so far. Hey, this is Brandy from the DIY Struggle, aka TDS. AKA Brandy. Anyway, that is her rice paper she sent. Oh my gosh. And these are the rub-on transfers. Look how vibrant. I literally almost had a stroke. There's her information. She has a YouTube channel, The DIY Struggle. Go to thediystruggle.com and you'll find her. So, okay. I got that, believe it or not, from Hobby Lobby for like 75 cents 3 years ago after the fall. And I've had it just sitting around. And I'm going to clean it really well with rubbing alcohol. And then I'm going to take 100% acetone. And I'm going to remove that lettering, or I don't know, I think it's paint, something, I don't know, from the front of our little milk can here. And then after we get all that off there, I'm going to take, and I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I thought y'all want to see me clean up. I'm going to take this beautiful image that Miss Brandy sent me. And oh my gosh. And it's a milk can too. And it only has 1 handle. And I was like, oh, I like it better. But anyway. But I cut off that at the bottom because I want to save that. Because I'm going to use that piece for something else. I'm saving all my little bits and bobs over there that I cut off. But I just, let it there. Rub my finger across it. And then I just took my craft knife and just cut it off right there. Very, very, very gently, you guys. But then I'm going to take some Mod Podge here. I think this is dishwasher safe Mod Podge because I didn't know if it was going to be in the kitchen or where. But I'm just going to add little bits at a time. And then I was like, no, well, I was. And then I'm like, no, never mind. I want this wrinkled. And I was able to get wrinkles this time. And here's how. I sprayed it with water. Oh, because it had a fold in it. I don't want folds. I want wrinkles. I have folds and wrinkles. Who am I kidding? Anyway, I don't know, y'all. And I just slap it down. And then, when I got done putting that Mod Podge on, I spritzed it again. And I covered the entire can with the Mod Podge. Because, you want it to match. And, again, it turns out so good, you guys. But, anyway, and then after I cover my can, I got some shipping paper here. And I just started shoving it down in my can until I thought I had enough. And I did. And I stuck that peony in it that came from Hobby Lobby. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I got it for 79 cents. That's the only reason I bought it, because otherwise they're like $10, $12. But I started putting like roses and other peonies in there, just a couple roses. And then, I start putting some calla lilies in there and some eucalyptus. I put some green eucalyptus, white eucalyptus, and then some powder green eucalyptus. Have that mixture. And then calla lilies. Peonies and calla lilies are my 2 favorite flowers. I mean, I love all lilies, but I love calla lilies. But I started sticking some of them in there. And then I don't know, more eucalyptus, y'all. That's all I got to say. I just don't know. But see that contrast of the 3 different colors? I just love that. But I take that crocheted ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to just tie a little tiny bow in it, and I'm going to shift that bow to the left-hand side so it doesn't cover my milk can on the right-hand side. And I want my tails to hang down low, and here it is, you guys. And I think that's beautiful. How easy. You guys can't get much easier than that. I mean, look at it. It does have wrinkles. I mean, well, I thought it did. Yeah, it does. It's got, I'm touching now. It's got like 1, 2. I mean, it's got like 3 wrinkles, but it's got wrinkles. I did what I could, okay? Don't give me any trouble about it. I hope y'all like that, because I love it. Cannot wait to set it in my living room. Okay. I got these. These are 4x4s. And not pickup trucks or Jeeps, just, 4x4s. Little wood pieces. I know, I'm so lame. Anyway, those come from the, don't forget about May, y'all. Help her get her 10,000, you guys. But those came from the Amazon. The Ugly Truth gals bought them for me. And it came in a pack of circles and squares, different sizes. And, yeah. So, and then Miss May sent me that it's dollhouse wallpaper, and it was vintage, and she knew I like it, bless her heart, and I do, I love every bit of it. But I wanted some new coasters. You guys know I'm redoing my living room, and that paper I thought would just be perfect. So I had 7 sheets of paper. I used 5 different ones for that wallpaper for my coasters. And try to get, they all coordinated, but, try to get the ones I like the best coordinate. But I traced them out on that cork. Oh, I covered it with Mod Podge and, stuck them to the paper. And these scissors, you guys, these are my electric scissors. Now, listen, they cut cardboard. I use them at Christmas time to cut wrapping paper. I cut paper. I just cut that. Every time you cut cork, it just collapses. It just squashes and tears up. Not that. It cut it like butter. I cut everything with these, and when you cut foam board, how it can tear up if you don't use a knife that's really, really sharp, not that, it cuts through it beautifully. I love them. They are on Amazon. I was asked to talk about my scissors, and look at them cutting that cork. I just was blown away, and they're really loud, and they can be intimidating. Just don't cut your finger off, but no, just be careful with them, you guys. You use regular scissors and don't cut your fingers off. You can use those. But you plug them in and charge them, and they're amazing. I love them. But there you go. And if you need no more, just email me back, honey. I hope that's good. Anyway, so look at those. How vibrant the color. Oh, my gosh. I absolutely love these. I love them. And I had a plan for them. But also when these coasters, then I used almost all of them. Now I can't do my other thing because I was going to go on and order some, but I know she sells out fast, you guys. So, seriously, if you want something, seriously, yes. And it always comes back in stock, but it goes fast. But anyway, I've been trying to get these postcards she has, this tissue paper postcards, and every time I go, it is like sold out because, it's just beautiful stuff. Look at it. But anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm getting carried away. It is. It's so good. I was so excited when she wanted me to work with her. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, 100% yes. Anyway, don't be afraid to layer your rubble and transfers. Like, look, I put the leaves over top of that flower and that other flower because I want those leaves to show. And then, like, this piece I cut off that big vine. And I wanted this one flower, but not this one. It's that one. I wanted it to fit in there, but those 2 pieces poking up was going to go where I didn't want them on my flower. So, I cut those 2 little flowers that was coming up on top of them off, but I'm still going to use them. I just lined it up there between the other 2 flowers, see? And then where my stem doesn't touch my flower, I just added that smaller one, and I made it all come together still. And I used all 3 pieces. And like I said, just layer it, and look how beautiful. You can make... I just love these transfers are so good. They just you don't drop them. Trust me, they stick good. I dropped one through my glass one time and it stuck. But anyway, I covered them with look at these, how gorgeous. Oh, Brandy, honey, you got so much talent. What a good eye. Anyway, I covered them with dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and I'm gonna give them 3 or 4 more coats, you guys. And I'm going to make a box for them, but these coasters I'm actually using in my living room, and I love them. I think they are beautiful. I do. And listen, just because this is my style doesn't mean you have to do them like this. I mean, this is just for inspiration, you know. Just do it your way. But I'm going to paint that round. It came from the Ugly Truth Girls that I was telling y'all about earlier. And look at that. I know. Anyway. So, I'm going to trace, this circle out. I don't know what I'm doing. And I didn't want to lose those pictures of those appliques. Y'all, I saved those, and I started fussy cutting around them, and I'm going to keep them and put them on something else. You hear me? They almost went on my milk jug, but they didn't. Anyway, and I'm just going to give it a coat of glossy Mod Podge because I learned from Miss Brandy, but then I didn't get a chance to do it because I forgot that. Okay, I've seen Brandy and May both miss their tissue paper and lay it down. Now, I don't have a sponge to suck up any moisture, so I was really scared. And May said, quit being a sissy and just do it. And I was like, okay, then. No, I'm joking. She didn't. Anyway, I just rubbed that out. And I'm not rubbing it hard. It's just my fat little fingers go so fast. Just gently rub it down, and I smoothed all the wrinkles right out of it. But you can also use saran wrap or parchment paper to do that. But anyway, I'm just going to take my finger sander, and I'm going to sand off all the excess paper. And then Miss May gave me this beautiful charger. She bought it for me from Hobby Lobby. It was on sale, and I'm like, yes, please. But I take these little tiny milk jugs, I know, right, to make some feet. And I just glue them, on the bottom with hot glue. No big deal. At MDF, it's going to stick. Isn't that pretty? It's like that veneer. It's like that wood I used in the beginning. But I took that doily from the Dollar Tree. And that piece I made right there, I just set it in the middle, and I think this is beautiful. Look how easy and how fast these are, you guys. These are easy crafts that are absolutely gorgeous. They're statement pieces that anybody can do. I know you all can do them. And seriously, if you need help or have any questions about decoupage, you really need to get a hold of Brandy. But you can email me and ask me. But anyway, here is everything, you guys. And I'm so very pleased with this stuff. I mean, I threw stuff together, but it's actually the images and stuff that she creates that she just got such a good eye for. And because her stuff's so beautiful, it made my stuff beautiful. And I cannot wait to display this stuff in my house. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I really do. Don't forget to check out May. Like I said, let's help her reach her 10K, you guys. She really needs this. And don't forget to check out Brandy. Go to her website, the DIYstruggle.com, TDS, and go to her YouTube channel, The DIY Struggle. Anyway, I pray y'all have a blessed week. I know, at least it's not as late as it was last week, but y'all mean the world to me, and I appreciate y'all so very much from the bottom of my heart. If it wasn't for each and every one, I know you guys are like, here she goes with this spiel again, but when I say it, I mean it 100%. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. And I appreciate y'all so very much. And your emails are so heartwarming. I read one to my mother. I just cried. Tears just fell down my face. I mean, you all are an absolute blessing to me. And I thank you each and every day for everything you've done for me. I love you guys. Don't forget to check out Miss May, please. Thank you very much. And don't forget to check out the chicken. Brandy, bye.